like it.
Hey everybody! Welcome to OtakuCast.
Keep going.
Oh
Don't
yeah,
stop,
keep going.
Yeah, keep going. Don't stop.
Hi.
I'm your host, and I have my co-host here.
Hi, I'm directionally challenged.
Yeah, that guy. I have a
Yay.
small YouTube page and a Facebook and Instagram. Look me up. And you want to do a thing, DC?
You find me at directionally challenged. Just look it up. You'll find me. You got me.
Mine's
We
Angels _Clan, that kind of stuff. And then we have our guest. Introduce
Hi.
yourself, Whitebread.
Yes, tell us.
Hi, I'm the strongest bread on YouTube. I do funny gaming videos and just obnoxious memes and stuff like that. There's also a video of me getting milk poured on me that exists on
nice.
the internet. So use that information as you will. I also have a Twitter that's at breadplayguitar. And I have an Instagram which is the strongest bread with underscores in between. Because, no spaces on a username.
Yeah. And what do you do here at the Empire? What do you do?
I make gaming related videos, so
Heck
review, discussion type stuff for the channel, and
Ooh.
I'm working on all that stuff right now for when it
Nice.
releases.
So we got some reviews to look forward to and other little interesting things. By the way, you have a video of milk getting dumped on you on the internet. I have a video
yeah.
of slime getting dumped on me. So
So the whole story behind the milk.
I gotta hear it.
So I was sitting with my friend Alan, who happens to be one of the people that I record with frequently for Let's Plays, and we were sitting on my couch because I had an apartment for school and stuff like that. So we were sitting on my couch, and I was like, it'd be funny. And he's like, what? I was like, if I got milk dumped on me in a tub. And so then we made a whole video around the idea of me getting milk dumped on me. And I've never been so cold in my life, being in swim trunks, tied up with duct tape in a bathtub, and then milk poured on. Yeah, I was tied up.
I have questions.
Wow! All right, that sounds awesome.
No. So that video was my magnum opus for a little bit, but I got better. I got better. Don't worry about it.
Very.
That is awesome.
I think that was back in November of last year, and I believe I
dying
had
over
one of my friends comment on the video. He's like, "It's very hard for me right now because this is No Nut November, and I can't get through this right now." And I was like, "Well, thanks, man. I'm glad you think I look that good."
No. Awesome.
Nice.
Oh god.
Okay, this sounds very strange. Probably your voice kind of sounds like the narrator from the Chills videos.
Oh, me? Thanks.
Burger King
Thanks.
foot lettuce.
Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing you want in your Burger King burger is somebody else's foot fungus. But it turns out that
Just start doing narrations. That's what you need to do.
No, that's what I've been working on. A lot of my new videos are just like voiceover related because I'm really vibing with that style right now.
Nice.
I did it.
All
right. Before we launch into Otaku News, we have something to tell you. Our Twitch now has commands.
We've got commands. We've got cool stuff.
That's super sweet.
I don't know how to use them. So DC, tell the lovely people.
We've got you put an exclamation mark and then you put our commands. Like we've got.
Wow.
I know.
Cool.
Wow.
I'm trying to
awesome.
Do this.
We've got Nani, shame. We've got we should have Robo Angels, which should be our angel. Hopefully it works. Yes, Nani.
Do we get Nani Deska?
Look at all of these. Yes. Look at this.
Yay.
They're putting them in chat. Yeah.
Amazing.
So yes, we've got some cool stuff. There should also be DC Void is coming. Hopefully it works.
This is all value menu prices too.
No, it's our angels.
This is all affordable fun.
And thanks to for setting that up for us. Thanks, man.
Yeah,
awesome.
There it goes.
All right. Yes, I see them. Amazing. But
yes, our angel works.
Hey.
Robo Angel, nice. All
right, so now we can get into our Otaku News. And first off, we have now. I'm probably going to butcher pronunciations here, so I apologize. Mangaro manga. It's a manga that they're releasing in
Mangataro.
Wow, brain has Mangataro, and they're releasing it to have reader input. So, Shishui's Shonen Jump Plus website and app publish Mangataro's new manga series. It's called Henshua Momi no Dabokin, or
I just
Editor Momi's Great Adventure.
everyone's just cringing right now. They're just like,
I mean,
All
it's
the
pretty
guys
cool
are
that
looking at
they.
pronunciations.
I mean, it's pretty cool that
But-
they take criticism, though. That's pretty cool.
Oh,
manga
yeah.
progresses from input from the readers. They comment how, like, the first episode, like, have a map where they're going to go, and you have to comment which direction you want the main character to take.
Oh, okay. That's
That's like
interesting.
so. Oh,
Story of an editor going to somebody's house to get a manuscript. Pretty neat.
ooh.
That is weird. That's a weird concept.
Yeah.
That's a weird concept.
That's like your own, like make your own
Mhm.
adventure book, like
Yeah, make your own manga.
yeah.
Exactly. That's what I thought. It sounds pretty cool, and I kind of wish we had it, that we could participate, but I believe it's only Japanese right now.
Chat says that sounds rad. It does sound kind of cool. When I first heard reader input, I was like, "Ooh, that's a bad move. That's a bold strategy.
And then next for our
Which
news,
main
we
character
have
should die?"
comicbook.com reports a possible Inuyasha spinoff.
Yes,
Right?
we are getting a possible sequel
sequel.
spinoff. It's a sequel
called-
spinoff.
Bunyo
Yeah.
no Yashihime. No Yashihime?
Kyashihime? Yeah, I think it is. I'm trying to
There's a poster and character designs revealed on Twitter, and possibly kids of the previous antagonists, since the
Yeah.
characters look a lot like Yashi Kagome and Moroku and Sango. It's really funny. The only fanfic type thing I ever wrote was about their kids back in high school. So I was like, yay!
yeah, Hanyo no Yashihime.
Yes, very exciting. I'm very excited. Inuyasha is one of my all-time favorites, even though I haven't finished it yet.
You need to. It's really solid. Like it's a really good anime, really good ending. I don't want to get too much
fine
into
right
it, but I was very satisfied with the ending of Inuyasha.
Once I can stop homeschooling my children,
Yeah,
summer break,
once
then
Otaku Empire hashtag release the angels fanfic.
no,
Do
no,
it.
please, no.
I'm on
It
board
was
with
high
that.
It was
Oh
awful.
God,
No.
yes.
No.
But
No.
let's talk about something else in nerd
Square
news.
Enix- And then we have a Square Enix bundle on, and now this is awesome. GameSpot.com says that reports that Square Enix is offering a new Steam bundle with 54 games, including ones like Tomb Raider, Deus Ex, the Thief
Deus
series,
Ex.
the Thief series, the
Latin.
Just Cause series, the Sleeping Dog series, Life is Strange, and so
Dude,
many more.
it is holy crap.
If you
It's
thought you had
called the
nothing to do during quarantine, now you do.
Deus Ex. Dude, it is the Turing Test,
Didn't
Warcraft Go, Hitman Go, Goitza, Omicron, Dakota, Death Trap, Pandemonium, Anarchies, Dungeon Siege, all of them, Blood Omens, all of the Legacy of Canes,
Dude,
all
this
of
is
It's
them.
awesome.
This is
And
more
now
than
what's
a
cool
day's
is
worth
you
of
can pick it
content.
up. You
Let,
can
let,
pick it
let
up
me.
for-
$39.24.
Pick it up for $39.24.
50 games.
All proceeds go directly donated to food banks and charities across North America and Europe. What's it worth if it
Starting
wasn't on
value
sale?
$784.
That's
And
almost a
it's for a
grand,
good
people.
cause.
$784 worth of games.
I'm not even
Holy
really a
Holy
PC gamer,
crap.
but I'm
Shy of
pick it up.
1,000.
Yeah,
It's a lot of money.
it's awesome.
That's a lot of money.
So much.
It's for only 39.24, 30, 40 bucks, you get 50 games. 54 games. Sorry. I
mean,
like
even
deals.
If you're not interested in them, might as well
Yeah.
pick them up.
Dude, if you need to increase your library of games that you're probably never gonna finish,
Here's the time,
Yes.
people.
here's the time. Oh, Otaku
Time is
Empire,
now.
DC ASMR would recommend. Thank you.
All right, now we move on to our topic of the day,
Yes.
which is weirdest anime.
Ooh.
Best weirdest anime.
Best
Oh,
weirdest
best
anime.
weirdest.
Now,
Oh.
disclaimer, Angels is good though. First off, I've not seen the entirety of most of my list, and secondly, my list is pretty tame relatively. But we'll see what these guys have, and we'll go from there. So, what do you got for us,
Yes.
Whitebread? You go first.
What you got?
Oh.
First one. Let's talk about it.
Well, for me, what spawned this whole topic that we were talking about is that I'm a big FLCL fan, which has a lot of weird shots
on
and
my
weird
list.
moments. I love that anime to death. It's one of my favorites.
Oh, I should have worn my Fully Cooley shirt. Damn.
Yeah, see,
Missed
ever
opportunity.
Since I was younger and I first watched it, for whatever reason, I was under the impression I should have confirmed this. I was going to, but I forgot that Fuli Kuli is pretty much a literal translation that means like handicapped chestnut or something like that.
Yeah, it's really ridiculous.
Look, Fully Cooley is definitely a weird anime.
They do
I
like
love it,
multiple
though.
shots where it's like a manga, so they change the
Yes.
art style frequently, and they also have a
Yes.
spot where it's like South Park. It's
Yeah.
just- it mixes styles really well. And
It
also
does. Like they blend really well. It's weird. There's Eyebrow Man. Oh, I love Eyebrow Man. It's just his eyebrow.
Yeah.
Have
And
you
they
seen
fall off
the
constantly.
anime help? But a near.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I've seen it. It's
Exactly.
awesome. Yes.
There is
Fully-
so many great things derived from that anime and that anime
Kanti.
itself.
Main
It's
character's
Very
brother's
adaptable.
friend. Yeah.
An actor.
God.
Bit.
It's so weird when Kanti comes
Mimi.
out and it's like the
Like-
hand is just coming out of his head. Oh, it's so weird.
The
I
show-
do-
the
I-
show's
I
great,
do-
though.
Yeah,
And
especially
not
if
to
you
mention
like guitar
It's like an
battles.
iron.
Yeah, the giant iron, and then they like
Yeah.
oh the
If
Flatten out.
you've not
weird.
it
seen the
makes
anime, it's rather short. It's very sweet,
yes,
and
it
it's
is
a wild
very
ride.
short.
Highly
It's too
recommend.
short. It's
6
too short.
episodes, 3 hours of your time. Go watch it. It's basically just a Lord of the Rings movie.
It's too short. Like I needed so much more.
They have 2 more seasons, but they change up the cast, and the only
but-
canonical character that reoccurs is Haruko. So
Yeah,
yeah.
well, I mean, Haruko is awesome, but yeah, you also gotta love Conti, the weird robot space pirate. I mean,
yeah.
I don't understand how that works.
And so
Um,
after that one on my list, I go into some
Let's
pretty
have
weird
VC do one.
territory.
yeah,
okay.
we move around. We move around.
Okay.
Oh, you
Yeah,
want
let's
me?
All right.
I gotta save mine.
Yeah, you.
I gotta save
With the
my
theater?
top one. I have to save
Oh,
my
no,
top
just-
one. I gotta save it.
No,
I gotta
rando.
save it.
You gotta have more than one.
Okay, so if you
I-
want a really good anime that is really weird, Paranoia Agent.
Ooh.
I've
have
heard
you
about it. Tell me.
You've
about
not seen Paranoia Agent. It
it. Have you, Whitebread?
I have not, but it sounds like a good name.
a Paranoia Agent is sort of like an anthology anime. All of the stories end up coalescing into like one thing, but it's hard to explain it without spoiling so many things. So there's a character that goes throughout it, which is the boy with the golden bat. He's like a reoccurring thing, but the anime has so many weird topics it touches on. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to spoil it. At one point, there's this episode where it devolves into the weirdest acid trip you've ever seen. If you've seen Pink Floyd's The Wall,
Ooh, love that movie.
the episode starts off like The Wall. It devolves like The Wall, where it just turns into a weird acid trip of like mushrooms walking around Tokyo and like people floating in the sky. I don't know how to explain it. It is such a weird episode, but the whole anime is like that. It follows characters, and each character has their own like episode. And like I said, I don't want to spoil it, but there's one character that he goes around and he has rollerblades and a bat. He's a baseball player, and he does this thing where like every time you've probably seen the clip if you've seen AMV Hell, My Shiny Teeth, where he's the kid
Yes.
with like he's the kid with like the hat that like does the like
Yes.
shing. Yeah,
Ooh.
that's
Yeah.
him. That's him. And like whenever the Golden Bat Kid goes around in Paranoia Agent, he beats the crap out of people with a bat. And so
Yeah,
people
I
start
think
thinking
that
that, yeah,
in lots of like AMV hells and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And I was always
so
like,
that's Paranoia Agent, and so people start thinking that this kid is the Golden Bat guy, and like I said, I don't want to give away anything. Watch it for yourselves. I've said we need to watch Paranoia Agent for Anime Club.
Ooh.
At some point we really need to, because oh my god, it's so good. It's so weird.
I'm down. I'm down. All right, I guess I'll give you guys one of mine now. I don't know which one to choose. How many are we doing? How many from each of
We're
us?
just gonna go. We're just gonna
Okay,
go.
okay.
Just go.
Yeah, just go.
All right. I don't know if this one. Now you guys have to tell me. Does this one really count as an anime? It's animated. It's anime hand or anime style, but they're only like 1 or 2 minutes a piece. Does that count?
I mean, it's still anime.
It's still
technically.
anime. Length
Okay, well,
isn't important, I
I'm
don't
gonna
think.
go with
But
10K Show.
I was gonna say, Angels. That's a topic for another time.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Well,
What
this one
constitutes an
series
anime?
of like 5 shorts, I believe it is, 5 or
Yeah.
6. It's called 10K Shoujo. And I'm sure you've seen it, the little girls that turn into like a car or a jet or
Yeah.
something like that.
Oh
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
the short is literally all there is. Like the one that just and then there's one that like turns into a burger robot and even the animators are like, "Why did we do this? We don't know." Yay! And you're like,
It's because it's Japan. You gotta love Japan.
But-
Japan's just like, it's weird, let's do it. I love it.
you know,
They don't
look it up.
care.
You've got 5-10 minutes. You guys can watch it for yourself. But it's called Henkei Shoujo, spelled like it's pronounced, and it's just it was like 6 minutes of my life that I'm not sure if I want back, but I'm not sure if I wanted to waste it on that. I'm just like,
Is it like, what's that one anime with the animals, and it's like, it's chibi style, and the main character is like a female office worker, and the only way that she can relieve her stress is through heavy metal?
Agretzko.
Yeah!
I have
Is it like
that
that?
on the list, actually. Well, I guess I'll
Awesome,
throw
yeah!
that- Henkei Shoujo was short. I guess I'll throw Agretzko in here now because that was on my list. And Agretzko's just like it's so cute and bubbly. It's like Sanyo, Hello Kitty animation. You can find it on Netflix, dubbed and subbed, and it's just
I'm sorry!
read it.
Otaku Empire says, Kenzin Robo Dimeter. I can't really read that great on that one. But it's about mechs powered by boners. The villains are humanoid guys dressed as penguins with their tails reversed. And the villain is a magical girl with an ungodly obsession with penguins.
Oof.
Right,
My brain isn't penguins.
that's
There's a reference for you.
That's a thing. That sounds very strange.
That is all right.
I'm-
That's
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that TOS? Boner.
maybe.
Powered
Yeah, I
by
think it's
boners.
fine.
Is that
the-
a renewable source? Bonus?
Yeah, of course. It's always gonna be around. It's
Yeah.
perfect.
It's like,
It's
yeah, let's
renewable. Yeah.
load up Pornhub Premium before getting in the mech.
God.
Come on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, not to get too
But
far
yeah.
off topic, but that does remind me of a mech that Japan created. This is a real thing. This is
Oh, yeah, for
actually
the
real.
US.
Yeah, but it had a minigun that fired like BBs that fired when you smiled. The trigger mechanism was a smile. So I just want you to know, if I ever bought that, it would not run out of ammo. It would run out of ammo very fast because I would not stop smiling.
No, what you get to do to pair with that is you get a machine that produces BBs as you smile too.
Yes.
So then you just run it through the ringer and it's just keep going.
Oh.
the eternal. It just
So,
forever firing.
so
That would be
Whitebeard. Yes, Whitebeard. What's another one you got?
I have Domestic Girlfriend, which is one where I believe this kid has a crush on his teacher, but
Mm.
then she rejects him and he starts dating her younger sister, but then they end up living together for some reason, is if I remember this correctly. I watched this, a few years ago with my best friend.
You're just trying
And
to
I was
remember,
like,
like,
just confused because my best friend's he's a lot more into the weird anime. So
Yeah.
I'm just like,
there's a road you can go down with that.
yeah. Oh, trust me, I know. There's another one, Orimo, that's just as bad. So
So he wants to get with his teacher, can't. Gets with her younger sister,
Yeah.
moves in with the younger sister.
No, they end up becoming. I think their parents start dating or whatever, and they end up in the same house. So then they become
Oh.
like step siblings, but then he's step siblings with the teacher as well. But then the teacher starts getting jealous and wanting him as well.
What? All right,
And
yeah, no, that's a WTF anime. That is
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
So the whole anime is just them like in him basically flip flopping, I guess, between girls and trying to keep it a secret, which I don't
Oh.
get why. Why would you do that?
I don't know.
So that's my second one. I'm gonna have to keep that as my second one.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can understand why you would keep that as your second one.
There's
do you
not
got,
much
dude?
else to that.
Well, I had to get rid of Fully Cooley because that was on my list.
I got extra. If you need
Damn.
some.
Oh no! I got Cremorty High School.
From Morty High School.
Cremorty High School. Okay, so Cremorty High School is like this high school of delinquents, and this kid wants to like get into this high school to prove that you can get into like anywhere from any high school. It doesn't matter as long as you just study and do well.
You can do anything
And
if
so
you try.
yeah, and so he's very much a straight-laced kind of
Yeah.
guy, you know, and he goes to Cremorty High, where you have one of the students is a buffed out man with a mustache named Freddy,
Can you
who
explain
wears
why he wears suspenders? Because I just googled it and he wears suspenders.
because he's Freddie Mercury.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's Freddie
Oh.
Mercury. Yeah, he's just a Freddie Mercury parody. That's the only reason he's called Freddie. He wears white pants with suspenders. He has the chest hair, the mustache, the teeth and everything. And he just like he doesn't talk really. He just kind of just exists.
Oof.
There's also one student, which is a tin can robot. That consumes oil. His family is all tin can robots. And the main character is the only one that sees anything weird about any of this. Like everyone else just treats the robot like he's a person. Yeah, no, yeah. Everyone just treats the robot like he's a person. And the main character's the whole adventure of the anime is it's just randomness after randomness after randomness, and that's it. That's it. There's like a bear at one point. Freddie Mercury has like a weird sing-off. There's so much to go into with that anime.
How many episodes does it have? Give us a.
I don't
yeah.
even remember how
Give us
many
a
episodes
runtime.
it has. Let me look it up real quick.
'cause we're-
26 episodes.
Okay, we're giving people some pretty weird animes, and so if they want to go watch it, we should give them some run.
Yes,
basically.
if you look up
You're gonna-
Cremorty High, you'll see a gorilla. You'll see
Obviously-
Freddie Mercury. You'll see a man who eats about 100 Pocky at one time because he felt challenged.
Dude, that's a nerd. Honestly, I want to try that now.
Well, he just takes a handful and just shoves it in his face. That's all it is.
Nah, I'm dedicated now. I'm gonna eat 100 at once. That's my goal
Uh-oh.
now.
Do it. I want to see this.
Next YouTube video.
Oh.
Oh,
I can't explain Cremorty High School. You have to see it.
That picture
it's-
of Ethan with like 20 hot dogs in his mouth.
Yeah, no, that, but it's all Pocky.
Unis Honest?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Memento
yeah.
Mori, yeah.
Honest. Anyway,
Jay says, is that not the normal way to eat Pocky? No, it's not.
one at a time, baby. One at a time.
5 at
One
a
at
time.
a time? Mm.
One at a time.
Yeah,
just
5
put
at a time.
one
Just
down.
one box at a time.
Just put the and just
No,
no,
one
and
one
then have another
box
one.
at a time. Not
Well,
not
yeah.
10 boxes. One box
Yeah,
at a
one
time.
box, but you eat
Yeah.
them. Put them from box to mouth in singular.
No,
increments.
no, one at a time.
You don't just
Box.
open the box and just.
Yeah, that's the proper way. It's on the box.
I demand next stream you have a box of Pocky and demonstrate
I'll
for me.
do it. I'll
it.
do it.
Do it.
You share this, and I'll do it.
How many come in a box?
I don't know enough. I'll buy
trying
some.
to-
There's some at the store. I get up. So
I'm trying to figure it out. So know how many I have to buy for 100.
Angels,
I'm
what?
not sure which one to mention next. I'm not sure. I'm torn.
Just give us
between-
one. Just throw it out
Okay.
there.
Okay,
Toss it out. See what happens.
Excel Saga.
Yeah, I was thinking about Excel Saga. especially the girl with anemia.
That's just constantly
She
like,
just constantly faints and looks like a vamp. Just like constantly looks like a corpse.
or
Just like
just coughs up blood, like, They're like,
oh,
"Are you okay?" But the conversation just resumes. It's fine.
yeah, she doesn't stop. It's so that one is definitely a weird one because it's about a guy trying to take over the world, but his two minions are so incompetent.
They are the worst at doing anything.
I don't know what
And
the like.
how many times do they die?
I don't know. I've sat there, like, I watched the anime, and then I was like, alright, I need more context. So I read the manga, and I was like, alright, I need more context. I need, what is the plan?
There isn't one.
No, I don't feel like,
It's a wild ride from beginning to end.
No.
And even to this day, I cannot tell you what that anime
Look,
is really and truly fully about.
I'm a
like,
massive proponent that plot is just what's happening. I don't know the plot of Excel Saga.
does anyone? If you know the plot to Excel Saga, drop it in the comments because I sure don't.
Someone explain. I need. It's like watching the ending of Evangelion. I need a breakdown. Someone.
Do you need a Venn diagram of the plot?
Yes, yes. So someone
friend
get
of
me
mine
like
said, "Well,
someone
please
give me like
do
a
not
PowerPoint presentation of Excel Saga. An Excel spreadsheet of Excel Saga would be great. You know,
we don't get it.
explain it. Yeah,
Dude,
like,
Yes,
so
interpretation. Now,
accurate.
one of my friends said
Yes.
if we did not mention Evan that
Evangelion?
thing, thank you.
Evangelion
yeah.
with the killer
She was
theme
gonna
song.
riot. So we
Hey.
mentioned it. It's weird.
Look, it's not a weird anime till the end. Alright? It's a pretty
have not-
straightforward anime till the
I
end.
have heard about it.
How have
I've
you
heard
not
about it.
seen it?
I haven't.
Oh my god, you got your list is just growing.
I know.
Tie you to a
my
chair, make you watch anime.
harder,
Just
daddy. Move on, Whitebread. What's your next one?
what's your
What's
third?
my next one?
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to go with Orimo because this is again another like stepsister thing, but he has two stepsisters and their dad is fully on board
Wait,
with it.
I'm seeing a theme. I'm seeing a theme
Yeah.
here.
Hey,
I noticed a
Sir.
theme.
Hey, I'm not the one who found these. All right.
I'm not.
No, because honestly, so this one again is he's basically he has this love triangle basically between him and his two stepsisters, and their dad is fully on board with it. And he wants it to happen. And then,
Yes,
and I think
this
like
is my plan all along.
I think like a little bit later into the series they introduce one of their friends into it, so then it becomes like a fortnite thing. So just like all these slice of life ones for me are pretty they do pretty weird topics. And this is
Slice of
not-
life can get weird. It can get weird.
I mean, Dragon
Yeah.
Maid's pretty weird sometimes. So I mean,
Yeah.
Miss Kobayashi. I love Miss Kobayashi. But anyway, sorry.
so
Your
that's
turn,
that's basically
Oh, let's
Orino.
see. Let's see. Chat says that KJ's 130 in chat says that DC has volunteered to homeschool Angel's kids while I catch up on anime. That sounds like a
Otaku
plan.
Empire says, "I see what Whitebread is into."
Mhm.
Not.
Hey,
I will not
we
say
don't
anything
kink
with my
shame.
lawyer. Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna say anything without my lawyer. present.
Plead the fifth. Lawyer. Look-
No
No,
comment.
For my defense, I never went openly looking for these shows. These shows were sent to me by my best friend who lived with me at the time.
Mm,
Thank you.
yeah,
Okay,
it's
that's
understandable.
fair. DC, what you got?
I got the weirdest one of all. No one's gonna beat this one.
Are you ready for the weirdest ones? Is that what we're ready for?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Boba bo 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 bo.
Blah blah blah.
Boba bo 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 bo. That is the name of it. If you haven't seen Boba bo 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 bo, it was on Cartoon Network. It was on Toonami. It was on 4Kids. It has been everywhere.
Wait
It
a
is
minute. I think I might have
Boba-
seen it.
Boba bo 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 bo.
Unfortunately, I've seen
Yes.
it. It's the
Is-
dude that fights with his
is-
freaking
Yes, it's about Bobo who
Oh, yes,
fights
I've
with
seen
nose
this,
hairs.
I've seen this,
Yes,
I've seen
against the gang of people that want to get rid of hair.
My favorite
Uh,
character in all of that anime was Dick Von Dick.
If it's not it's Don Patch. It's Don Patch.
No, Dick
No,
Von Dick.
Don Patch is the greatest character ever made.
Von Dick,
uh,
no.
Don Patch uses the Don Patch sword, which is just a leak. That's it. It's just a leek. It's a
Like a
freaking
Farfetch.
vegetable. Yeah, it's
Like
a vegetable.
Farfetch.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's a Don Patch sword, and he beats people with it. He fuses with Bobobo to become Patch Bobo, or
I never
Bobo
saw that
Patch.
part of
There's
the anime.
yeah, no, there's fusions. Yeah, there's fusions. Bobobo
I
opens
love
up his
it.
head, and
Literally
Don Patch jumps inside.
Ooh.
Yeah, I
That's
told
so
you. Yeah,
That's so weird.
Just like
yeah. And then they become a woman. Yeah, then they
style.
become a magical girl. Yeah.
Yeah, he goes, girl, open up. And he hops.
Yeah, and then they become a magical girl. Yeah.
Windows 98,
I told you. One of the villains that becomes an ally is Jelly Jiggler. He is
Jelly Jiggler.
living gelatin.
Oh.
Yeah. I think he also has a fusion with Don Patch. And I think he might have a fusion with Bobobo. There's look, at one point Don Patch, Jelly Jiggler, and Bobobo fuse together. There's also a character that fights with his farts. Gasser.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Dude.
like fart jokes.
For any of you that want to watch it, though, it is currently the Blu-ray, I believe, is currently sold out on Amazon. So you will not
Because it's that amazing. I've
put in your
it's
pre-orders
so
now.
good.
Amazing seems like a bit of a strong word.
There's a fight on a roller coaster. I don't know if you'd call it a fight, really. I don't know,
Really?
man. Oh, dude, I don't know, man. I love this
This
show.
one really breaks you, huh? Talking about
It's
this
so
Alright.
hard to talk
Whitebread,
about.
you're number one. What you got for us?
Hey, Angels,
Oh.
you still have to give us one.
I will.
My
It's
No,
number
no, you're
one?
missing. No, it's your
Oh,
turn.
Yeah, you
Is it my
missed.
turn? Oh,
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
went.
oopsies, sorry. My number one weirdest one,
stomach
which is
hurts.
one I have just been introduced to. I have never laughed so hard in my entire life watching an anime. And this is classified as an anime, mind you. It's Pop Team Epic.
Is it
Hell
an
yeah.
anime?
That's
Yes,
on
it is.
it's
Is
on Adult Swim sometimes, right? I
I
believe so.
don't know. But
I
now,
believe
what's
so.
even Pop Team Epic is just a bunch of like little random funny shorts with these two like poorly drawn girls, and the animation style changes all the time.
Oh yeah, I've seen
The
some
animation
of
style
that.
changes, and then like they're voiced by men too. Like even the dub. Now the place I found the dub, there was two different versions of the dub, and both of them were equally hilarious. There was one that was dubbed by females, and it had different like there was little scenes that were completely different from one dub to the other one. Like there was this one where it like zoomed out and it was voice actors, and they were like flipping out at the director, and the male voice actor dub, they just kind of like fainted and ran out of the room. But the female voice actor dub, they took away his glasses and played like keep away with the director's glasses. And then there was like a Samara like person standing in the corner, and then it's like, did you see it? And it zooms in below the bench, and it's like a scary face with the two animated girls inside of her mouth. It's like, what?
Yeah,
What? The whole thing, and just
yeah.
like, yeah, we're gonna go to the zoo. A koala, it's so cute. A polar bear, it's so cute. It's just, you have to watch it. It's stupid. It's funny. It's robot chicken anime.
But
That's
it's
what it is.
not Bobobo.
No, it's true though. It's basically Robot Chicken anime.
Yeah.
It's
So
really
weird.
entertaining though. You should,
It's
if you haven't seen it, go
highly-
watch it.
It's
Yeah.
really weird and
They have
really
men's
funny, though.
voices, so be prepared.
yes. It's, I like the men's voices on it. Actually, it just makes it even more chaotic. It's great.
Trying to picture like two grown
The
men
Otaku
doing.
Empire says Thunderbolt Fantasy. What is Thunderbolt
I'm s-
Fantasy? Do you guys know?
I don't know. No, I don't know.
No, explain.
I'm sorry. I'm
I
sorry.
don't
I'm trying
know.
to.
Otaku Empire,
trying
Chat
to-
for us what
explain.
that is.
I'm trying to picture two grown men doing two little girl voices.
They don't even
arbitrary.
try
No,
to
they
make
don't
it
even
sound
Oh,
like
okay.
No, it's
Oh,
full
okay.
voice.
Oh, okay.
Full
Yeah,
on
that's-
balls dropped.
Oh
they're
man,
just making-
a koala, it's so cute. Look at it.
Exactly. Except that scene, the ones that says "so cute" actually tries to sound like a little girl, and it makes it all that more ridiculous. Okay, I
Oh,
sent you a
no.
link, DC, so you could have watched it. You could watch it when we're done. Just
No.
yes, yes.
gonna watch-
KK 130. I do love chaos. Chaos is hilarious. My favorite meme of all time is if you shoot a duck, I'm scared of toasters. Okay? Because it makes no sense. Goats are like mushrooms. If you shoot a duck, I'm scared of toasters. That's my favorite meme of all time because it just makes no sense. You've never seen that meme, DC?
I'm gonna move. Hey, Whitebread!
Hey.
What else you got for us?
I didn't prepare that much, but I know another one.
Yeah.
My Ordinary Life has a bunch of weird moments where my favorite one is watching the principal fight a deer shirtless or whatever.
Oh,
That-
I've seen
Yeah,
that.
That's
Like,
yeah.
mean.
That is very much like Cremorty High. Let me tell you, that fits in that anime. I could believe it happening in that anime. What?
Did the principal win against the deer?
My Ordinary Life. If it's just the one girl sees it, and then she like tries to exclaim to everybody else later that he was fighting a deer, but he like gets his like ass completely destroyed by this deer for like 5 minutes or so, and then eventually he wins.
Oh, good for him.
Good.
It's kind of
He
like
eventually
Peter Griffin
wins.
versus the chicken.
The chicken. Oh, the Otaku Empire says Thunderbolt Fantasy is an anime in the style of puppets. No animation, just puppets.
Oh, so it's kind of like
So
Team America.
Angel of Chaos, cinnamon is a spice. Yes, yes,
No,
I am.
I was gonna say more kind of probably like what Elmo's World or whatever. Sesame Street.
World.
That's what I was thinking when you said puppet.
Oh, that would be awesome. That would be the weirdest anime ever. Just like a Muppet.
Like like Muppet.
Kermit the Frog in an anime. You know, I'll use my power of friendship and frogs.
Have
Powering
you
up.
not seen that channel where it's Cell and Kermit versus people at the Cell games? It's so good.
This isn't even my final form.
Oh, jeez.
And
geez,
there's
Rick.
Kermit and then Kermit.
So, what do you guys think, commenters? Which one of these
Oh,
animes that we've talked about
I
today?
got more.
think
I got
you guys
I
think
got
is
another
the
one.
weirdest?
I got
You got another one?
I got
He's got more.
All right, I got more too, but
is
you
it
know we got other
Space
things
Dandy?
to talk about.
I think it's Space
What
Dandy.
is it?
Space Dandy.
Space Jam.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
I
it.
have
consider Space Dandy weird though.
You
From
don't.
what my
Wait,
opinion. That's
wait.
kinda normal for like the action stuff I like because Fooly Cooly, but
Oh, come on. Fully Cooley's weird. Space
Yeah.
Dandy's pretty weird.
that's like my norm for anime. I feel just like weird adventure stuff. That's my
Yeah, it is. It's weird. It's fun though. But it's. I don't know, man. There's weird monsters. He's a car. I don't know, man. There's animes you watch where you're just like, I don't know what's going on. It's
There's
sort of
two-
like
spoilers
JoJo's Bizarre
for
Adventure toned down.
I was gonna mention JoJo's, but like even
Oh,
the title
God.
is bizarre.
Again, JoJo's is so norm now. It's like people just
JoJo's-
love it.
What I have
It's
seen of
so
JoJo's,
weird.
I've seen a little bit more than the first season, and like, yeah, it was a little weird, but not like major.
Okay,
weird.
here's the
You
thing.
remember something called Fighting Foodons?
No.
Remember-
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It starts off fairly normal. I read it. I actually did not like second JoJo. I'm sorry. Second JoJo sucks. First JoJo is best JoJo.
Everyone get him.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be an argument over like because there's like seventh JoJo. Like it's a whole JoJo family, and it just devolves in weirdness.
I'm not gonna.
Oh,
pick
you talking
sides
about
here.
the first Jonathan Joestar?
Yes, the
Okay.
best. He was fairly normal.
Definitely thrown off by the way the first season. I'm like, what? Spoilers for
Yeah, like
JoJo's
I think
Bizarre Adventure. The father of the baby JoJo that becomes
he's like grandfather. Yeah.
grandfather or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's because like it progresses throughout each each generation has to keep dealing with Dio.
Yeah.
See, like
It's sort of like the Helsings have to keep dealing with Dracula.
But then
Sir
you get
Integra
Goldmine,
Helsing of the
best theme.
Helsing organization. My
But
brain.
no, like if you watch or read JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, if you watch it or read it, it'll start off pretty normal and you'll enjoy it. And by the second iteration it gets really weird, and by the seventh it's the weirdest. I don't know what's going on anymore.
You mean Tokyo Ghoul season 2? What is happening?
No,
Who
that's
are
not weird. That's just
No.
messed up.
Yeah.
That's just messed up. I mean, he got tortured.
Okay, but real quick before we move on, I wanted to give an honorable mention to Fighting Foodons. When I first saw that show, I was young, I was impressionable, and I'm like, what the heck is this? Do you guys remember that show? Anybody remember that show?
No.
These
I'm
monsters
young.
once were edible. Take a look at these combat creatures you can cook, or something like that. They literally
No.
they made them. They've like the main battle.
Is
The
this an anime
Pokemon.
or a cartoon?
No, it's an anime.
I don't believe
Fighting
you.
Foodons. Yes, it is. And they you make like the first
Oh
fried
no,
rice
I've
bring it
seen
to
it.
life,
Yeah,
and
I've seen it.
and then
It's
they fight
yeah.
each other with their culinary creations. It's really, I mean, if you watch it in universe, it makes sense. But just the concept of it, just like you hearing it or Whitebread or whoever hearing it for the first time, you're like, what? They make a dish, they bring it to life. I don't remember how. There's something that they do to bring
Yeah,
it to life.
I watched it on 4Kids. Don't ever
So,
do that, by
so
the
my
Way
way.
back in the
my
day,
impression is Food Wars X Pokemon.
Yeah,
That's my
pretty
impression.
much,
Okay, okay,
pretty
or
much, yeah,
Digimon,
like I
whichever
think
one
like
you
the
prefer.
main character can only make fried rice though. That seems to be his
yeah.
main
Fried
thing.
rice. Oh, there was an omelet, omelet.
Yeah,
There was an omelet. There's a little blue cat. I think it was blue.
it's I don't.
It's been years since I've seen that show.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
but
that's true.
the Otaku Empire says Shimoneta, an anime that takes place in a world where Japan outlawed all lewd content, and the protagonist joins a rebel splinter group with the goal to share lewd content with Japan. The
Oh,
main wife
I've seen that one.
wears panties on her face and is turned on by innuendos. That's
Oh,
I've seen that one.
constantly trying to make her love juice. Uh,
No, here's yeah, that it's just as weird as it sounds. Don't worry about it. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's a
alright.
good watch, but I'm not gonna get into that. Not gonna open that can of worms.
Here,
Right.
have my love juice, guys. You don't know what's in this cup. It could be love juice.
that's sort of like what's it called? Jitsu wa Watashi wa?
Mm.
Isn't that the one where she tries to sleep with like multiple guys or something like
No,
that?
no, Jitsu wa Watashi wa is about a main character who falls in love with a vampire.
Oh, okay. Different
And
one. I haven't.
yeah, and there's it's sort of like starts off with a harem. The vampire girl has a best friend who is a wolf man. She is a female, but she turns into a wolf man. Yes.
Does her
And
gender
then
change, or is that just
yes, she turns into a man. Yes. Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Whenever she sees a full moon or a picture of a full moon or a lemon slice, anything that vaguely resembles a full moon.
A lemon slice?
Guys, it's
Yeah.
2020. This is normal.
No,
Okay.
yeah, but there's also alien that's actually really small inside a giant robot version of herself that looks like her. And then there's a character who calls the main character Grandpa, who comes from the future, where the charismatic pervert 2 has taken over the world, and they have to fight the lewdness with purity. So they like have attacks that button up blouses and shirts and like put clothes on people. Okay, look, like I said, is this weird? Her time machine's a dragon that she lives inside. It's a dragon, but it's also a house and a time machine, and she has to pay rent on it. Yeah.
Pay rent.
Yeah.
Who can own a deed to a dragon?
A dragon time machine house, okay?
Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. You need Toro? That anime is pretty weird too, but I love it. I love dragons. In case you guys never noticed, like the big skeletal dragon.
Yeah,
that's got
Jitsu
great
wa Watashi wa. It's an anime. The main character's father is like a full vampire, and or not his father. The main female's father is a full vampire, and he's like 12 feet tall, and he tries to like spy on his daughter sometimes, and so like he just kind of like walks around.
Is it Marceline and her dad?
It's so weird.
Adventure Time reference, but come on.
It's the weirdest thing. I don't know. It's fairly normal, but it's weird at the same time. It's a good romance manga if you like romance itself. It's good. You gotta get past the weird love triangles.
As much as we could talk about this all day. Whitebread, do you have any more for us before we move on? We kind of ran over you a little bit there.
No, you're good.
Okay.
You're fine.
Alright.
Don't make us talk
the
about it.
Otaku Empire's got another one for us before we
Ooh.
move on. Backstreet Girls is an anime about three Yakuza that fail their Yakuza boss and are sent to Brazil to get a sex change. Now they spend their days as a pop idol group trying to keep the secret that they used to be guys.
What?
Dude, as a former Yakuza too. Why are former Yakuza?
That's
That's interesting. I don't
I got
understand
nothing.
why
I got nothing.
why their boss made them do that, but
There
okay.
honestly could be some hijinks in that situation.
Yeah, there could be a lot of fun.
Oh geez, and then they're pop idols and they're cutesy little girls, and then they're gonna have guys all over coming after. Oh, I can already see. I already feel it. Okay, that's.
This reminds me of that one.
I forgot to mention Pompoko. How could I do that? Oh well, there's another time for that, I'm sure. You know Pompoko, don't you?
No.
You've never heard of Pompoko? I think it's actually.
Well, you've never heard of Bobobo, so.
I
fine.
have heard of Bobo. Get
It's
the heck
fine.
out of here.
You never heard of Bobobo.
Yes,
Like, whatever.
I knew about Dick Von Dick, didn't I? I knew about Dick Von Dick. I knew about it.
But you didn't know about Patch Bobo. You didn't know about Patch Bobo.
Hey chat, how you doing? I'm neutral.
Okay, I got again.
We need to have a night where we just watch Bobo. Just for people to see Bobo.
Don't do this to me. I do not.
Everyone
need
loves Bobo.
No, sir. We're gonna move on to our episode.
King Nose Hair.
No, we don't need to know about your nose hair, DC.
King Nose Hair.
No, we're gonna
This
move
is
on
the most
to our
powerful Super Saiyan nose hair. Plucks him out because he's too. Oh, I'm having too much fun remembering Bobo.
I think DC's gonna go watch Bobo again after this, probably.
Yeah, I am. Love Bobo.
All right, now we watched episode 6 of Baccano and Another, an anime club this week.
Another, aka Face to Face, this episode.
Yeah, that's the name of this episode. We'll be discussing
Face
Another
to Face.
first.
We go in alphabetical order here.
You said earlier that you had one word description for this episode, or one sentence description for this episode.
90% date.
That's for
Pretty
another.
much. Like,
Yeah.
A lot of Koichi and May talking together. Now,
talking and walking and talking.
The whole series, or just the episode?
Just this episode was
And
like.
that's fine. Everyone's a busy.
You're fine. This is all you needed.
No, it's honestly I like the character designs and all that, and it's a really cool concept for the show. I do enjoy the concept. It just this episode seemed like a lot of like plot-driven exposition.
Hey, now you can go back and watch 1 through 5 and know what's going on.
Hey.
Yeah, that's true. But pretty much that he was talking to May a lot, and then with exposition to the other students thinking that it wouldn't happen this year and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah. They start off the episode by like Misaki not wanting to do.
Yeah.
She does not want to be involved in this, and they're like, well, too bad.
Sucks to be you.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. And as it goes on, I noticed there was much less plot blocks in this one, but we still had plot blocks, didn't we?
We got a few, like
But we did get a lot of plot revealed this time, though. A lot of stories.
Yeah, they talked about how they had the right number of desks at first, and then suddenly they didn't.
Yeah, and then Koichi also asked, who is dead, because you found out.
Yeah.
Somebody in the class is dead.
Yes, that we found out about that last episode, is that someone in the class is dead, and that is what's causing these people to die. Because death has been invited into the classroom. And Misaki's like, well, I know I'm not dead.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, how do you know? And then Misaki's mom comes in and like ruins everything. Plot block!
Plot block, there it is.
Because spoilers, he never asks her how she knows. Again, that was the one and only time we had. We never get it again. That's done. That's gone now.
We also
that's
kind of
over.
got a little bit of story time about May's eye, that she lost it when she was 4. It had a tumor.
To a tumor. Yeah.
Yeah.
She had a tumor.
And her mom, which is a doll maker for that weird studio,
who doesn't like her.
Yeah,
hey, that's a relationship, man. What the?
Yeah, that you're.
Robo Angels.
Uh-oh.
Whoa!
Oh, that was
whoa! You just horror movied us.
What?
Yeah, you were like here, and then you just all of a sudden went robotic, and then your camera was just like, and you're back here.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, jeez. Look, I know another is spoopy, but calm down.
Honestly, I've been hearing thumps against that door, and no one's home. If you see me looking over there, it's because I'm hearing a
It's your
thump
pu-
against it, and
it's
I'm
your
hoping it's just my dog.
It's
But
fine. No one's there.
Paranoia.
see,
Paranoia.
It's
you keep
fine.
your void under
It's
control.
fine. No one's there. It's fine. Leave the void alone.
I believe
You
that's a
question.
symptom of
You
schizophrenia.
stare into the void. The void stares back. Right? You leave the. Just don't question them.
I'm just waiting
So
for one day to throw his blanket over himself and say the void devoured him. But as I was
I'll
saying,
do it. I'll just have a black screen and be like, the void devoured me. So
her
yeah. But,
mom said that her artificial eye was not attractive enough and had to make her a doll eye.
well, she said normal artificial eyes. She
Yeah.
didn't like normal artificial eyes, so she made her own eye. And I was like, why couldn't you have made it the same color?
But
Yeah.
dude, that eye looks super cool though.
Yeah,
It
I
does
love
look really
green.
cool. I
I
actually
love
like it.
green.
I think
Yeah,
she shouldn't cover it up, but
yeah.
yeah.
Cover up the other eye. Just walk around blind.
But
It's fine.
she said that she almost died from that experience, and I'm wondering if that's
Yeah.
part of all of this somehow.
Yeah.
Like
She
the
was.
near-death
Yeah.
experience. And
She
there
talked
was a
about
quote
near
I
death
wrote
experiences.
down. Yeah, death isn't kind, it's dark and black. As far as you can see, you're all alone. And she compares it to life.
Yeah, because they're like, no, it's just like life. No matter how many relationships you have, you're still alone. And I was
Yeah.
like, that's a dark way of looking at life.
Yeah, well,
Ooh.
when you find out about her home life and her school life, I'm surprised this girl is as okay as she is.
But
Everyone
as
at school
yeah.
ignores her. Her mom doesn't
Well,
like. And then they kind of have a moment where it's like, well, welcome to the club of not existing, kind of thing, and it's sweet. And
yes.
they found friendship in each other through loneliness, I guess. And
Yeah. And
Well,
she does.
that
She.
and-
Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah, though that and then their fate is the same at this point. So
Yeah.
that's something that they can relate about.
She does talk about like I had to make a note. She's a great gymnast because when they go to the park to talk, she does that full flip over that bar.
Oh yeah, dude, I was so
Dude.
confused about.
Yeah, I was
like,
like, dude, why'd you do that? Was random.
just-
Why'd you do
I was
that?
like, why do you just openly do that?
Yeah, just like look at my gymnast skills. Wow, I'm awesome. But I did like that she kind of explained they didn't want to tell him because he'd already talked to her. And I was like, yeah, but they did see him at the hospital and they could have told him at the hospital before all of this started, before he ever met her, before he ever talked to her. Could have just resolved this issue upon first meeting. Hey, welcome to class 3. You're gonna be in our school. We have a little thing we do.
We have a little thing.
Ghosts, ghosts like to murder our students. So
would you believe it? We talked about this before. though.
no. But you're not gonna believe it no matter when they explain it to you.
Exactly. So
You might as well get out of the way right away. You
No,
might as well.
my question is, if the
No
school knew this was
exposition.
happening, why the hell did they put another student to that class? That class.
Yeah,
was
no, stupid
not-
plan. Could have put him in class 1. Could have put him in class 2, class
Who cares
4,
if those
just any
classes
other
are
class.
full? Just add one
Yeah.
more of those classes so we don't
Yeah.
lose class 3. Okay.
Probably some
Soup.
administrative mistake.
Well, yeah, they were talking about that. It's literally like it doesn't matter what you do, the records change. They might have tried to put him in class 1, but the records just changed. Who knows? We don't know.
His dad calls him, and he pretty much
Yeah.
asked his dad about his mom when she was.
Oh, well,
So he
with
dodges the question.
he dodges the question, but he's like, oh, did she say something about that? I don't.
Mhm.
And he's like,
And
oh,
then-
how's
I'm
it?
glad to be back.
Yeah,
and
how's
his
it feel to be back after a year and a half away?
And Koichi's
He's
like,
like,
what?
Well, we
And
never.
he's like, oh, you're breaking up. Dad's hiding something. Dad's hiding a lot
Well,
of stuff.
Yeah, well, in the sub, he's like, has it? He's like, oh, yeah, you're right. I guess my memory's just wrong, or my memory's
Yeah.
weird.
Said something along those
And
lines.
I'm like,
He's like, breaking up a tunnel.
yeah.
Bye.
yeah, bye.
Yeah.
Whoops. It sounds like he said something he shouldn't have.
But then we kind of get the weirdest daydream.
It was adorable. I love that daydream. It's
That was
Koichi like dancing in class and being loud during exams, and they're just jumping all over the classroom and dancing.
they did the they did the Pulp Fiction dance too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's true.
I noticed that one. And then they had a cute little rooftop date where they ate,
Lunch,
and
yeah.
and May talked about how her mom can't cook and her cooking's bad anyways, so she doesn't care that her mom doesn't make her bentos, and then we got the someday discussion.
They
Mm,
did mention the wings on her drawing.
Yeah, she added wings. Yeah,
She did add wings to her
we
drawing,
didn't
and
see it, but yeah.
she'll show it to him someday. Kind of
Yeah,
thing,
someday he'll cook for
Someday.
her. Someday they'll
Someday.
eat someday. She'll show him the drawing someday. Someday. Someday.
And then they go to art club, and everyone in art club talks to May and Koichi.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, May senpai! Oh, yay, May
And
senpai!" And then
And then what? The one of the kids from class
the
3
Scream kid, the kid who
yeah.
likes drawing Scream paintings.
Yes,
just
the
comes
screaming
in and
lemon.
says, "Everybody out."
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
you're not
yeah.
supposed to
We have an
talk-
important meeting.
Yeah, you're not supposed to talk
I-
to him.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're like,
And-
"Why? But May's here." And he's like, "No, never mind about that."
Yeah, and when May uncovered her painting, which was really nice, it was
Yeah, it was a really nice painting, and it's some. I don't think she cut it because she said, "Well, at least they didn't throw it away." So
Yeah,
that did.
Well, it would make sense if they threw it away because they're not supposed to have a trace of her anyway.
Yeah.
honestly they
know.
should have done that. Like, they're not following their own rules.
Yeah. But then we get some more information
Yeah,
about
back to the library.
yeah, but from the library, we get more information about the curse, which is
And
its
then
immediate
Koichi's
family.
mom-
Yeah,
and the
immediate
fact that
family is what's affected.
Yes, Koichi's mom, the librarian, was her teacher.
Yes, librarian was the teacher from 26 years ago.
In 19.
But he knows about it, but
Yeah.
he says he was like exempted from it so he can talk to them safely.
It's because he no longer has connection to class 3, which was the tenets we were given is they must be living in Yomiyama. They
The
must be
town.
living there. They have to be living in it. If you move away, you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
They must have a connection to class 3, being student, teacher, father, mother of student, or grandma, grandpa, or brother, sister. It's not aunt and uncle. Aunt and uncle,
actually
you're
do
safe. Yeah. If you're aunt and uncle, you're fine. Or
Yeah,
cousin,
it's
you're
the
good.
grandparents, the parents, and the siblings.
And the siblings.
yeah.
Yeah, and teacher, and assistant teacher.
Why did the nurse get it then?
Because she is
Oh,
the
that's
sister to the
brother.
kid who's in the
The jock
class.
kid.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
she's sister.
And but
So-
now, when the librarian keeps talking, he says some pretty interesting things, like he never meant to harm anyone.
Yeah, he's taking responsibility for it, even though he wasn't the one that came up with the idea.
And then he said something about teachers dying, and he had run away,
Yeah.
and he had guilt, and we're just like, wait, what?
50% guilt, 50% responsibility. But because he said that there was a teacher, the current assistant teacher was the teacher when the curse like kicked off bad, the last time it
Yeah,
kicked off
and
bad,
first-
and he was like, it's pretty messed up that they're bringing her in as an assistant teacher.
Yeah. The first one that died 26 years ago, it was a Miyazaki, but he was a boy.
Yeah, boy, he
Yeah.
was a boy, and he died in a fire with his
Yomiyama.
parents. Yes,
Yeah, his
Misaki
whole family.
Yomiyama. He had the same name as the town.
The whole family the whole family died.
Yeah, the whole family died in a fire, and the teacher explains that like everything changes. The records change completely,
Like, the
and you
records-
don't know. Yeah,
the
you
records,
don't know.
and people don't have any memories of it changing or
No,
what changed.
and you
And then
don't know until it's done. Yeah, until it's over.
And he
And then they'll
said his
change
only
back
way
with a
to
lot of
think of.
people. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yes,
I was gonna say that he said that he found a way that only like 50% of the time it actually worked was to remember
Yeah.
people by not acknowledging that they exist.
yeah, it is only 50% guarantee. And I was like,
Always works.
well, that's not very good. Is it
No.
gonna
I
work?
like those odds. Rolling the dice.
Roll the dice, 50-50, yeah. That's when you double down, yeah, because
Yeah,
they
double
are.
down.
They're doubling down on a 50-50 chance right now.
I lost a page. Sorry about that.
But
yeah,
I thought it was
and,
really cool that they explained that.
7
She's just
people
ignoring
died
us.
in 96. Sorry.
Yes, I was gonna say I think it's really cool that the only way that they know who the dead person was is by the name that's written down, because
Mhm.
there's an extra name. But they talked about how one of the students from 93 was the dead person in 96.
Yeah.
So it's possible to get a student from the past to come back in. And
Now-
no one remembers.
7 people died in 96. And Koichi's like, that's not that many? Yes, it freaking is.
I mean,
7
not really.
children.
Not compared.
7 children.
Well, the 7
Seven
children
Maybe
and then their
children.
family.
Yeah,
Right?
you gotta count. It could be one person, grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, brother, and sister.
No,
That is not
7
so
people
bad.
is a lot of people to die. That's a lot of people. I mean,
That's not
our
that many.
cast is already catching up. How many we got dead so far?
Yeah,
3? No, we
two,
got
three.
heart
Yeah,
attack.
3. 4.
Yeah.
We're at 4 then, because
4,
girl,
yeah.
mother, nurse, heart attack boy. So we're 4 already. So see, it's not that bad.
See, it's
7's not that bad compared to.
Is it-
Ew.
No, it's not that bad. This isn't that bad of a curse.
Hey, people dying. That's not that bad.
Which,
Come on.
actually, speaking of it's not that bad of a curse, the teacher even says it's less of a curse, more of a natural occurrence.
Yeah.
Like a natural
It has
disaster.
no malice. It's just it's a natural occurring
But
thing.
we also find out main character's mom died in town.
Mhm.
She
Yeah.
died
She died.
giving birth here in Yomiyama. And that's interesting. And I was
Yeah.
just thinking, if you know there's a curse going around that affects people that are living in that town, don't go back to that town.
Well,
Yeah.
well,
Never
for
go
me-
back.
For me, I feel like they're setting it up for a big twist that he's not actually dead or
Yeah,
whatever.
it feels like they're trying to make you think it's either May or the main character, and I imagine it's not going to be either of them because
Probably
it's too heavily focused on is it May or is it
Is it
character
dead?
that's
Is it him?
dead?
Is it him? Is it her? You know?
Yeah.
Because there's
Oh,
so much
see, good-
evidence pointing to the main character being dead.
Yeah, there really is. But
Yeah.
this anime likes to do that. It likes to point fingers in places.
1983 was his aunt's class. She was in
Yes.
Draco, and it happened during that year, but she has no
Mhm.
memory of it.
I think she does. She drinks a lot. I think she remembers. She's trying to forget.
Dude,
She
a little
says
bit too
she
much
has
of the sake that
Yeah.
time, swinging it back.
Yeah. Let's also mention one thing though. Very important thing.
before we
Very
get to the
important thing. You know, we cannot skip this very important grandma.
Yes,
Yeah, grandma. She's
God,
been
yeah.
invisible for so long.
we saw her.
Yeah, we got invisible grandma. She was barely in the last episode. I told you she was in the background. You could barely see her, but this one you see her full on. And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, grandma's coming in.
I love the
Grandma's
enthusiasm
here.
for grandma.
Dude, she was invisible for 4 episodes. You only
Dude,
heard her
Grandma's in
voice.
danger. Grandma's in danger.
Oh, she's gonna die.
No,
She's gonna
don't
die.
do that.
Grandma's
No.
gonna die. They showed grandma. She's dead.
Hey,
No.
she's already close, anyways. I mean, come on.
No,
Yeah.
you guys are
Yeah, no, it's 1 foot in the grave.
Yeah,
no.
she's already one. It's like
Grandma's a
you know.
sweetheart. You leave her alone.
She's not. She's kind of mean.
All
But
right, we move on.
The last thing.
July 13th, which is a
the
Monday.
The
The
last thing
The
is
last thing.
Sensei done lost his mind.
The teacher comes in and he's like apologizing, and it's his only choice and all this kind of stuff, and you're just like, "Whoa, what are you doing, buddy?" He pulls this damn like chef butcher knife out of his bag.
Yeah.
He pulls it out super
Yeah.
anime
What's
style.
sad is I have seen AMV Hell, so I know exactly what happens next.
Mhm.
And I'm like, oh, that's where that's from.
Honestly, that
Yeah.
cliffhanger really wanted me to watch the next episode. but
Oh,
I
dude.
held off so much.
I'm
'Cause I
glad
was
you
like,
You
did.
gotta,
After this time, you can go watch it.
yeah. Oh, another does that to you. You're like, what's gonna happen
And then
next?
the episode preview at the end, with the way the music is, it's just like, I want to watch more.
No, he pulled it out and then it stopped, and I was like, "Wait, is that the end? Is it?"
Yeah.
is it- And then the end credit, and I was like, "What?
You can't do that to me. You can't end it on a knife.
No, they ended it on a knife.
Oh boy. Oh,
That's how it be.
oh boy. Boy.
Any final thoughts on the episode, guys?
I wish less of it was spent on Misaki and the main character going on random dates.
You leave them alone.
Yeah.
They're
I feel like they could have.
no,
I feel like they could have cut out 1 or 2 scenes of that.
they
Like,
could have, yeah. They could have
It was
lowered them in a scene. Look,
I think they're building us up to something terrible. They're giving us the cutesy happy.
yeah, exactly. If nothing good can come,
Slapped in the face with
She's gonna
OMG.
lose her other eye. Ooh.
And then she's gonna. She already said her left eye can see things it's not supposed to, so she'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
I mean, her mom made it. Her mom might be a witch. Maybe that's what's wrong with her.
Who knows what's with her mom? Who knows?
Who
I
just
don't know,
loves to make
man.
dolls for a living, am I right?
I
I
also
hate
love
dolls.
Misaki.
I
Yo, Jack.
hate dolls. They're so. God, and those dolls are creepy.
All right, we're ready to talk about Baccano. What do you think about this episode, boy?
Hold on. The episode 6 titled "The Rail Tracer Covertly Repeatedly Slaughters the Slaughters Inside the Coaches."
Yep. That's,
Technically,
So
he
mad.
slaughtered inside a storage thing at the beginning of the episode. If we're
Yeah,
gonna be technical.
Yeah, not really coaches, but you know.
now,
So
the whole time before we get into the episode, I've been skeptical that the rail chaser is actually what they say it is, or
well, I
B,
mean, obviously,
something mythical. I thought it was the fatigues woman for a while.
Spider Woman, yes.
So I call her
So
the
that has clearly been shifted.
Yeah, but well, let's get into the what happens. So it
Look.
starts out we're in the news office.
Yeah, we're in the news office, and Nicholas, which is very confusing because we already have a Nick. Now we've got Nick
Yeah.
and Nicholas. Come
I
on,
call it
anime.
the info
I'm already
broker
bad with names.
Yeah, so he's
We
getting
call him-
scolded for giving away information on Eve for free.
Mhm.
And he's like,
And-
"What did you want me to do? Kill
guy. They had kind of had him. They had him by the cojones.
I mean, they really didn't. They really did. They had more. Come
He had
on.
a little bit of leverage.
He
Yeah,
he
but
was just big.
The first one to be caught in that crossfire, though. Let's be honest.
Yeah, true. I mean, but still,
He was
he's-
probably saving his own
he-
skin
yeah, he's getting his butt chewed out because of what he did. And
by the mysterious
by the-
boss that's hiding behind like a pile of.
it's the guy from the first episode, I'm telling you right now. It's the guy from the first episode.
There's been so many guys.
You don't
in every
remember the guy and the girl? The girl that was laying on the table reading books. And he's like,
Oh.
"Where does the story begin?"
Oh,
It's that guy. I'm telling you, it's that guy. It's gotta be.
like the historian dude.
Yeah, it's gotta be that guy. It makes sense because the information broking, finding out the information, finding out where the story begins.
Maybe I'm gonna give you.
They're hiding him with all that paperwork, the
But why?
insane
What-
amounts of. Because
What's
it's
the plot
because
reason?
they don't want you to know.
But
I want you
why?
to
Very
know.
plausible.
Why?
Very plausible.
I'm telling
I'm
you.
on board with this theory.
Yes, my theories are never wrong.
DC.
I don't know your track record, but
Yeah,
I
it's
hope
100%
I
accurate. That's all you need to know.
hope it's good.
Yeah.
But why? I wanna.
Because it's Baccano. What does Baccano need a why? Have we gotten a why yet? All I ask is why. I've not gotten an answer yet.
I mean, we do learn some things though. Let's move on.
Cinnamon is as spice as DC is the magic man. Thank you. But yeah, so we get
Episodes of Adventure Time. So
we get Spider Woman is crawling underneath that train.
yeah, the black suits are looking for backup from the rail chase, and they have it's not the which family is the black suits? I don't even know.
I don't remember. The black suits or the white suits. That's what we're calling them for now because I don't remember. There's too much information.
Names
Hence,
are
again,
confusing.
only why is my questions.
No,
Only
like-
why.
For me,
Playing
this episode was really fast fire. It was just like throwing
Oh yeah.
at you rapidly. There
I
so
was-
many-
oh,
so
That
many
is the last
cuts.
episode was skipping you back and forth.
Yeah, it was. Oh, this one skipped more. This one skipped more.
He sees the fatigues lady, spider lady crawling around underneath the train.
Sees Rail Tracer killing a dude.
Tracer.
He
Yeah,
literally crushes a man to death.
an
Didn't they
eye.
have
Yeah.
eye contact?
Yeah, he
I thought
looks
they
at
had
her
eye-
and he
yeah.
he looks at her and then he goes up to her and he's just like, and then she freaks out.
Yeah, it's just he just whispers something, and so
Yeah, and
we don't know if it's a male.
it's a dude. It's a dude. The hair, the eye, it's a dude.
Are you assuming the rail tracer's gender?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
He could be a Cheeto guy. Come on.
he could be.
He could be a Cheeto.
Really could be. Okay, and then we go back to
Could
1930
be a demon spawn from
with
hell.
Dallas.
Mhm.
We get to see Dallas.
Yeah, we finally find out that that's Dallas.
Yeah, We see
The,
Dallas
the
General,
jerk is Dallas, and I was like, well, now I don't care about Dallas. I hope he dies.
and he's talking to Firo's family about Firo.
Yeah,
And he's
well,
like,
they're not Firo's family. I think they're associated with Firo's family. They're like an organization that works with.
well, they said, you're gonna join the family, so I was just using it as a loose term.
Well, in the dub they say, or the sub they say organization, and he's like,
trying to-
well, yeah,
He's trying to hardball his way in.
yeah, he's trying to hardball his way in, and they're just like, why would we want you?
Yeah.
We don't.
Your track record's bad.
Your track record's bad, and you're only good for distracting the police. That's what we like about you. You distract the police.
Don't know why. Do we know why Dallas held it out for Firo? He just was.
Because
hardening.
Firo beat the crap out of him. Remember?
Oh, good. So
Yeah.
Dallas is
Yeah, Firo had that whole scene where he kept catching his hat.
yeah, you
That
right.
awesome scene, the greatest
that
scene
was- that-
ever.
Yeah, you right. That was
Yeah,
his goons. And then
yeah.
they chase him out, but he leaves the box with
He
the
leaves the box, the damn box that he stole, that he knew, of the immortality potion.
We see that there's 2 bottles. There could be more, just the rest is covered by sawdust. So
No, there was only 2. Remember, he
and
only
you're like,
was able to
"Hey,
save 2.
what is this? Booze or something
And they're
like
like,
that?
we don't.
We don't know what it is. Then back on the train.
Where Ches calls Mary a nuisance and hides her in a broom closet.
He didn't
Well, he
call her a
hides her in a broom closet and then calls her a nuisance.
He didn't call her a nuisance
He
in the
shuts
dub.
the door.
Like-
He doesn't say it to her face.
No, he puts her in there. He's like, "Oh, come back for you,"
Oh,
and
yeah,
he closes it. And then
yeah.
he's like, "That's one nuisance taken care of."
Yes. And then we go, and then he kind of just goes, and he says he's looking for the immortal. Well, newsflash, kid, there's a bunch of them.
Yeah, he's gonna look for the immortals. He says immortals.
Unless I kind of have a theory. Okay, Angel has a theory. Maybe there
Yeah.
is, in fact, one immortal. The rest of them maybe were derived from that, whatever makes that immortal. Maybe he's
Yeah,
like a
the
descendant.
dub is messing with you because in the sub he says immortals.
Yeah, well. Okay.
Translation.
Yeah, translation issues, but
I have
I
some
can't.
but it's cool. Just pop it. Let all my dreams just.
I'm sorry.
I appreciate
Sorry.
it.
I gotta let you know though. Lad has the greatest intro ever in this episode.
Oh, does he?
I don't know what he says in the dub.
What's he saying in the sub?
Thank you. F you. A villain has arrived.
That is not what he doesn't really say anything. I don't remember exactly.
That is a disappointment because that was the best.
Yeah, no, but
It wasn't F though. It was the whole word, and it was great, and I loved it. And he says it in English, and I loved it.
now I'm
Because
gonna
he
have to-
comes in and he's like, "Thank you," and I was just like, "Oh heck yeah, lad!
I love
Love you, lad,
that trope. But Lad
lad,
had
lad."
for his woman, and he found her tied up with Nick, which was our knife guy from the
Yeah,
Diamond Guard.
knife guy Nick who ran away.
Yeah.
sorry, my apologies.
Wrong car.
Love Nick. Nick's a lad.
He's a good boy. Yeah, I love him.
Ah,
He's like one of the only characters we actually gave a name other than just
yeah, because he's so good.
yeah. And then he kind of left Nick there
He
tied up.
puts Nick in the corner because he's just telling him, he's like, Nick's like, "Hey, you can untie me too," and he's like, "Why would I do that? If you're a woman, I could at least get a kiss out of you."
Yeah,
know.
He's
exactly.
like, he's like, "As far as I'm concerned, you can die. In fact,
That's
you will
gender
die."
This is gender discrimination, dude. Come on.
Yeah, man, he can kiss. Nick's probably a great kisser.
He probably is. I would
Man.
kiss Nick.
Nick is great.
I'd kiss Nick.
Cue the meme of the "I yearn for true gender equality."
Lad,
I bet
kiss
would
Nick.
give him a kiss. I bet
Give
he
the
would've
shippers
given him
something.
a kiss.
Give the
I
shippers
bet he
something.
would've kissed him.
Yeah, man. Look, you're tied up. People are trying to kill you. Look,
He's got the nice goatee.
Fine.
Come on, or
He's
the
not-
nice
yeah.
little chin patch.
I don't
He's got
care
the
what you are.
anime closed eyes. He's a good guy, Nick.
You save me, and you
He's
want a
white
kiss?
rock.
I can give you a kiss.
And then Dawn, I believe it's Dawn, big dude. I just put out, big man can't get through doors.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they're like 2 shots of him trying to get through the door.
Yes, there's the
In
shot of
and
him
then
trying to
out.
get in, and then him trying to get out. It's like, why did you go in there in the first place?
like yeah, and then they kind of just have a little
Poor
laugh.
Dawn.
Like, I have not seen Jacuzzi so serious when him and Lad
Yeah,
were
yeah.
meeting
They stared down, and Lad's just like, Lad gives off that crazy monologue of
Yeah.
like, half of them will die. The other half may die as well. They're all gonna die unless things go according to plan. Like,
And then Jacuzzi's
Alright,
like, you
Lad.
know what? We'll see each other later. We'll
Well,
see each other.
Jacuzzi seemed like he was gonna cry the entire
yeah,
time.
Jacuzzi kind of.
Leave him alone.
Jacuzzi's he's a hard
I
boy
feel like
to figure out
he's
where
a
he's at.
Deku, like he's a
Yeah, he's like
crybaby, but
Deku.
he can definitely man up when the opportunity arises. But they're
But-
like, and when Lad leaves, he's like, we're not responsible for the
For
men.
that, yeah, he's like, I didn't kill the conductors, but we're gonna go to the conductor's place, and I didn't do that either. And
Yeah,
they go in there, and
Honestly, I would believe him because he admits to the things he's
oh
done.
yeah, Lad would have been like, yeah, I did that. That was me. I cut that dude up. I threw him on the ceiling. Yeah.
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 Because they were asking, how did the blood get on the ceiling?
Tell yourself again. We
Which
don't know
is
what's
good-
behind that door so well yet. No.
Which is a
And
good
then
question.
we're
Is how did
Isaac
it?
and Mira. Man, I don't know.
Yeah, Isaac and Mira are Isaac and Mira.
Yeah, they're like recovering from getting hit by the car.
I'll chase that car down. How are you gonna catch up with it? I'll pull the person out. How are you gonna grab it? Well, I'll spit on the car.
Yeah, he goes through all these things of ways he's gonna get
And
revenge.
Mira's after he says I'll spit on the car. Mira's all like, "Look, you're so handsome, Isaac." And I was like, "I don't understand you two. I don't
Hey,
get
you
your
know what?
brains."
It works
They-
for
they-
them, and they're happy. So
They have
Yep.
a relationship that I strive for.
Yeah, everyone. Isaac and Mira is goals, man. That's
They're just-
goals.
all in it for each other all the time. It's
They-
great.
Can we talk about their wonderful robbing history in this town?
They stole time.
They stole time. They stole time.
That was,
They
like,
were,
that was like the best joke. Is
Watch
they stole time.
which was clocks and watches. They tried to steal a museum, but it was too heavy. So
And then
they
tried to steal the museum's door.
stole the entrance, is what they said. They're like, now no one can get in, and it's like, there's no door.
No,
Of course they
just
could get in.
easier.
Yeah, you made it easier.
And then
they're
they're like, we'll just take some exhibits instead.
and then they did a good thing, which was stealing a bunch of rich people's inheritances, so that they wouldn't
Oh,
fight
yeah.
over the inheritances.
There was an old man that had a big inheritance, and they stole it so his kids or
Just
whatever
wouldn't fight over it, and they're like, it feels good to do good, so now
can
let's steal from the mafia, and we'll steal the mafia's black money.
And she's like, "How will we do good?" And he's like, "We'll steal the mafia's money." That is the worst decision. Not that they've already done it, mind you, but it's just still a bad decision.
Oh,
And
yo,
then-
Jack, we're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah, and I kind of said just Isaac and Mira being themselves, and they decided
Yeah.
to steal from the mafia.
Yeah, and then
Dallas-
we get
Dallas
we
runs
get
into
Dallas.
them.
Dallas very protective of Eve because that dude's like, hey, you got a hot sister, and he's like, you touch her, and I'll kill you.
He's
he goes
very. And
straight
for
up.
some reason, I thought Eve, her name was Elizabeth. I apologize, but her name
Yeah,
is Eve.
it's dude.
Or
Yeah,
maybe that's her nickname. I think
And
on the
poor-
title screen, it does say
Yeah.
her name is Eve. Or
And
Elizabeth.
poor Isaac and Mira come across about angry Dallas, and he beats the crap out of Isaac.
Yeah.
Oh,
The straight up Christian Bale Batman.
and then
on
we get Anus who saves them, beats them down because she's looking for him. They're like, what can we do? Say the word. We'll do anything to thank you. Yes, go
Yeah.
on.
You know, you kind of skipped over where they're looking at Eve is looking at old photos of her brother, and the goons are watching her, and they
Oh yeah.
kind of the goons get her out of the house by calling her house. The goons kidnap her. They lock her
Yeah.
maid in a dog kennel. It looks like that happened.
Yeah.
And then you also skipped over Jacuzzi goes to the blood room, and then he
That's-
sees the mess of the
that's-
blood all over the ceiling, and they're just like Nick throws up, and it's just
We don't need to do it in chronological order. The anime is in
I do.
chronological order.
no, I do. You talk
It's-
about
it-
alphabetical order. I need chronological order because that's how my notes are, sir.
I
But
can
now,
skip around.
Here I
but-
am. No notes. No.
Yeah, don't worry.
I watched.
and then like Nick is vomiting from the messy room. He sees the rail tracer outside the train.
Yes.
Then we can come back to Enos, whatever her name,
Beating up Dallas's gang.
homunculi girl, and she was also the driver of the car.
Yes, the driver of the car that hit Isaac
That's
and
what
Mira.
that was really funny to me. Was
Yes.
that it showed the shot of her hitting them.
She just like they were dancing in the street. And it's just like keep going, okay. And then
Yeah,
just
and she
what
she beats Dallas's boys and saves them.
then they're like, what can we do to help? What can we do to repay the gratitude for you? And then she's just like, can you help me load these guys in my car?
Yeah,
There's-
sure.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll load some bodies to a car for you. Yeah, you
Joe
saved
Jack
us.
says one punch woman. Yeah,
Yes, she was. Dude, just
pretty much
bow.
out with a punch.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was. She's not taking any business with that. She's going right into it.
And
Yeah.
then
We go back to our news office, our info broker Nicholas. Elon, I believe, is the other news broker that's with him, the dark skinned man,
Alien.
Alien, and his boss they find out that Eve has been
Alien.
kidnapped, and Nicholas is the info broker, has to clean it up. But
Yeah,
it kind of looks like he's doing it intentionally.
It's stated in the sub. It states that he knows that he's trying to create a stir between the two, and the broker is fine with it because he's like, either way, we find out if Dallas is immortal. So, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Um,
super on board with it just to find more dirt.
Yeah, just to find more information. That's all they care about.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
we also find out that Luck has hired a legendary assassin
Yeah.
named Vino.
Yeah. Claire Vino, I believe, was what it was. And
he is on the train.
Yeah, he's headed to New York.
Which
and I'm
I think
wondering if that's the
is that the rail tracer? I think is that the rail tracer.
I might be. I think Claire is the first name of this person.
Because they said Claire Vino was a him, but who knows in Baccano?
Who knows? But I think it's possibly Fatigue's girl. You're gonna say, well, rail tracer. Both are a possibility because
it's who knows at this point.
I mean, most likely it's the rail tracer because that makes more sense.
Most sense.
Because he's taking out a very specific, like he's going after black
and
suits
he
right now.
could have told her, "I'm Claire Vino," and that could have made her freak out.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Yeah. Who knows? Then, we may find out next episode. Who knows?
And then Dallas is in the hands of the secret society of old weird.
The guy who created Enos and can absorb people into his body. And he's like, I wouldn't get much from absorbing this one. And I'm like, any information's valuable information, dude.
Okay, if they don't get much out of absorbing him, why waste an immortality serum? Well, we don't know that's what he was given.
I don't know what they gave him.
Something. I bet it's an immortality serum.
Well, I don't think it is. I think
experiments.
I don't think they did that. I think they gave him truth serum or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yo, Jack 87.
Maybe it feels gross absorbing someone.
Maybe.
I don't know. He just didn't want to waste his time.
Yeah, true.
Oh,
maybe.
There's Angels.
Yeah, probably. Maybe.
Uh-oh.
Remember I talked about like mass? Maybe he can only absorb so much.
I don't think it matters the mortals, man. I don't
really
think.
do. I do.
Because he didn't do it like, I can't absorb him. He's like, it's not worth my time.
Yeah,
it's a didn't want.
Doing it anyways.
I don't know what he's doing. He's injecting it with drugs. He's like,
I figured that's probably part of the process.
Throw some. Hey, look, it's true. It's some. You throw some LSD into his system. He's not gonna be able to lie.
Well, I mean, soften him up a little bit.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. That was whatever it was. It was a lot of it.
It was a lot. That was a lot of whatever. I don't know what.
A big syringe,
like a big old syringe, like that big, just jamming into somebody's arm. Like that was a lot.
Yeah, we're gonna get that truth one way or the other.
Or he could die. I mean,
dude, look, it's the 30s, man. You know there was.
Dude,
they had cocaine in medicine. Yeah, this is the 30s. It was a wild time.
This soda's got some zip to it, boys.
That was just pure liquid cocaine that they injected him into. You know, they were like, this stuff. It makes people.
But it was green. I mean, I'm not a cocaine expert.
So it was absinthe. That's what it was.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just pure absinthe into the vein.
Well, if he's not immortal, he's gonna die.
Dude,
And if
he's,
he
he's
is,
gonna
he's gonna
chase
have a
that
really
dragon.
bad time, man. All right,
He'll be
so
fine.
I bet we get some more. I feel like Baccano is working up to something bigger.
It-
Like I feel like we're getting somewhere. I think another is going to be a little slower building us up to something, but I feel like
Yeah, Baccano is it's going off the
I feel like
rails.
Baccano's going to be like a roller coaster. You're
Yeah.
going to get a valley, and anoters we're just still going up.
Another feels like right now sort of like a carousel. We're just kind of like having a little bit of ups and downs every now and then.
Yeah,
And
but we're
like
still just going around and
yeah,
around.
and around in a circle. And Baccano is just like, hey, this roller coaster starts off at top speed and it just goes. Where's it gonna go? You don't know. There's flips, turns, twists. There's all sorts of stuff, and you're just like, I guess we're here now.
Every 10 minutes you switch to another rail car.
Yeah, every 10 minutes the cars shift.
Yeah, not even 10, like 5. They just eject you out of one and throw you in the other.
You're
Try
just-
to keep up, guys. Hold on.
Keep up. You're in that car now. You're just like,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, it's fun. Baccano is a roller coaster controlled by Satan, who is just like every 5 minutes.
I mean,
Yes,
it's
it is.
still good though.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, I don't
I
know.
love it.
It's weird to describe it that way and then be like, but it's great in a good way. It's like a roller coaster controlled by Satan, but in a good way.
In a good
You
way.
enjoy it.
It stimulates.
Yeah. Oh, it
It's how it
does.
It's how it feels to chew 5 gum, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Baccano-
to reply directly to the forehead. Okay.
yeah.
Just things. The movie we watched this week, if we're done with the episode, Jess?
Yes. I think there's not much left.
Appleseed
I guess.
Ex Machina. And now, there's a bunch. Appleseed's a rather popular series. There's a bunch of them. But we watched
I don't-
Appleseed Ex
yeah.
Machina,
I don't.
and I enjoyed it. You said you watched it, but you don't remember it.
I don't remember it. Like I remember politics, robots, and cyborgs. That's
Pretty
what I
much.
remember. I don't
It
know
was
why
pretty
I don't remember it. I just can't. My brain.
There was action, there was politics, and there was a little bit of a three-way romance between our main girl, which what the heck was her name? Dunnian?
I
Dun-
don't
dun-
remember,
Dunin?
man. I just
Dunin.
told you
Her
I
name
don't
was Dunin.
remember.
I can't read my own handwriting. I was writing it fast.
So
Dunin.
give us a very brief summary. Hit us with it.
Shush. Her name is Dunin. She works for the police force, and she's worked with the same partner, which also happens to be her lover. I watched the dub version, so if I'm wrong, please correct me in the
What?
comments. And then her lover slash partner got hurt. He went to the hospital and had to get retrofitted like as a cyborg to survive.
This is
They
Angel's
took-
brief summaries. They last like
This
10 minutes.
is brief.
I'm
I don't
I'm
think you
trying to give it
understand
some
brief.
pizzazz at like different moments. Like I was like,
I
wow.
as soon as I
What?
told you the basics. You guys are just killing me. Shush.
What? Wow.
Then they took and pretty much made a clone of her boyfriend and turned him into, I forget the name of it. It's a robot android, but it doesn't have any hate or malice in it. Perfect peacekeepers. And so she has real boyfriend and clone boyfriend, and then they have to go stop like the bad guys, the scientists to do microbots, and they're trying to control everybody ear iPhone thing. And it was good. And they
Okay.
win the day, and then she stays with cyborg boyfriend instead of clone boyfriend. So there you go. Brief
All right.
summary.
Oh.
Well, if you liked the brief summary of whatever
I have lots of
Appleseed
questions about it.
Appleseed
Hey,
was about robots and politics,
I
if-
like the like close to the end. She stopped, said it was good.
yeah,
and then
it was good.
continues-
Yeah.
And then continues about
You
the
guys said I
story.
was explaining too much. I was trying to summarize it down better.
you're
More
good, you're good.
summarizing. And then
We
like,
needed-
I have lots of questions.
But
Go ahead.
if you want to join us to watch Baccano or Another or any other maybe later on down the road, you can tune in to Anime Club Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time by joining the Anime Club voice channel in the server hosted by Yojak. Along with Anime Club episodes, there is a different anime movie every week.
What's next
this-
week's anime movie?
This coming week is Metropolis. It is expected to start at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Everyone is welcome to join.
Wow.
Please
If-
join us.
That's
hope
an
to see you
Ulu,
there.
guys.
If you cannot access it, just click over to the self-assigned roles and react to the
Yes.
proper post. Is that what the post? Yeah.
Yes. By the way,
And
Otaku Empire says we need an Angels Explain segment where we make Angels watch an anime and give a summary on it. Oh God!
Just give a PowerPoint presentation.
No power. It's gonna last. What do you mean? What do you mean a segment? That's the whole episode.
All right,
Yeah, yeah.
people, ready for
Get
this?
it-
This has
get a
only
green
been our first 6 episodes of OtakuCast. This 100-page notebook is full, front and back sheets. Okay,
She's dedicated.
these are just
One
notes.
episode, one sheet.
I do like 3
One
to 5
episode,
pages
one
of
sheet.
notes for one
That's
sheet.
efficiency.
One
I-
shot, one kill, one episode, one sheet.
Story time. Angels has bad memory. Okay, I'm like Dory from Finding Nemo. Okay,
But
keep
Angels!
swimming. Just keep swimming. Yes,
Hit
we're
us
on
with that
to
news!
Empire News.
Hit us
We
with the
have
good.
Our anime watch parties, which we've already discussed.
Yeah.
DM any of us if you don't know how to get in, you want to join it. And if you are not,
Join our Patreon.
yes,
Do it.
exactly.
Do
Join
it
our
now.
Patreon. We are in season 0 right now. Once season 0 is over, this is all going to disappear unless you're a Patreon.
Yeah, you
All
know
of
what,
it.
you know, it's gone.
Do
All
it
of it.
because I'm here.
Like Unis
Yes.
Honest, it's gone forever.
It's gone
unless you're a
forever
patron.
unless you're a Patreon. But you can join for $1 a month, get access to our Discord, join us in Anime Club, join us in the lounge. We have a server channel just for cute animals. What's not to love?
I posted my dog in there today.
I saw
There's
your
incentive!
dog. They're adorable.
You can
There's
see my
dog
white
pics.
lab.
Right? Nala?
Yeah, Nala. She's named after the lion from
It's
Lion King.
Adorable.
Love it. I love the Lion King. So yeah, and there's different ranks to the Patreon, but the very minimum, $1 a month.
Girls.
Help us out. Be awesome. Be one of us. One of us. Anyway,
And what else we got going on right now?
we are still looking for a Fortnite scout. So if
Dude,
you
you
want to
can be a Fortnite scout.
Dude,
Scouting
Fortnite.
talent.
yeah, for our
I don't know
team,
much about Fortnite, but Fortnite, guys.
Fortnite.
There's
Mike
something about
knows
League.
more about Fortnite than I do.
There's something about League too. What's going on with League?
Yeah, we're looking for a League Scout as well. League of Legends. Every-
League.
like,
Lol.
I just spilled something.
Dota.
Don't worry
Dota
about it, yeah.
games. Let's go.
Lol.
Come
man.
on, people.
Lol.
Yes,
If I
join us. Help out.
Fine.
Join the... What?
tryouts this month for every division,
Every division.
and if I see you gang playing top, if I see you gang, I'm coming.
Dude.
Oh God, no, not that. Please stop.
Was it that bad?
It was a
It
little
was,
loud.
it was pretty compressed.
Pretty bad. Gotta get a better mic. Gotta get a better mic.
Do what I'm working on it. Join
Not too well.
Ooh.
better mic.
So anything else we got going on?
No, that's it.
Coming?
Coming and watching our OtakuCast. Whitebread, thanks
Yeah.
so much for being our guest.
Can you send us out,
problem.
Whitebread? Send us out with a jolly goodbye.
good? Well, thank you for watching, guys. See you in the next Otaku Cast. Come on, guys. Watch it again. It's every Sunday, right?
Like,
Yes,
comment, and
everything.
share.
Every Sunday, make sure you're here. Watch it. Join the Patreon. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I know that stuff's up right now. You need to go do it now. Also, go subscribe to each of their individual channels, Angels Calamity and Directionally Challenged. Subscribe to me, The Strongest Brand on YouTube. I make some pretty good content, and can't wait for stuff in the future, guys.
I like
We
that it's not great content. Yeah, you just need to do that. I like that it's not great content. It's like I make pretty good stuff. It's pretty good. It's
I'm-
all right.
I'm pretty,
humble.
I'm pretty critically acclaimed. Come on, guys.
Oh, pour it on in a bathtub. Bye.
See you guys later. Have fun.
Bye.
Oh my god, pretty good content.